ladies and gentlemen, the lovely and talented Tom Hofbauer.
Thank you, Dave, for that generous introduction. One thing I would like to talk about is to the extent that how important it is to be a good communicator. I got a PowerPoint presentation. How many have sat through a presentation like that? How many have delivered a presentation? I have. It's painful. It's painful to watch, and it's painful to sit through one of those. Why do presentations like this happen? Does anybody know? Scared? What else?
Ill-prepared.
Ill-prepared. And fear is one thing, but if you're really well prepared, fear drops away. You don't have that fear anymore because you know what you're talking about. And you can go and you can deliver material confidently. And how many people have seen somebody do the aimless winder? Or this, sort of the... How many people have seen the shift, the weight shift? How many people have seen the people who like to talk a lot with their hands and they really get into it? And if you're not really prepared, if you're not confident about your presentation, those are the things that sort of slip in and can undermine your presentation. How many of you who present have never seen yourself on videotape? Wow, huge. This is something you need to do. I videotape every presentation I do. And then I do something really important when I'm done with the presentation. I go home and I watch the videotape. And it's amazing what you can learn when you see yourself as other people see you presenting. You are your presentation. The PowerPoint is simply support for your presentation. You don't want to have the first time you hear the talk be the same time that everybody else is hearing it. Even though you've written it, you might have some tongue twisters in there. You might have some weird construction of sentences. You might, who knows what could be buried in that script. If you haven't done it out loud at home in front of a video camera, you're not going to know what you're facing until you get in front of that room. And that can be a real big breakdown for it. There are 10 things I hate about PowerPoint. How many people have seen a PowerPoint slide like this? Who's listening to me when they're reading this? How many times have you seen a presenter put a slide up on the screen and then read the slide to you word for word? This is a favorite of mine. You watch a guy give a presentation and the entire time you're looking at his back because he's watching his slides. Because he has no idea what he's trying to talk about. He's using the slides as a prompter. This speaks for itself. Love that sparkle. What are you going to be talking about? You need to understand it. You should pick a topic that you're an expert in. I'm certainly not going to talk about some HR thing that I don't have a clue about, ethics. I'm not talking about ethics. I'm going to talk about something about which I am an expert.